Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tough Talk. I'm doing it alone, all by myself. Let me just make sure everything is good. First, before I continue on, okay, I think we're good. How's it look on your guys' end? It looks good? It looks good? Looks good? Okay, alrighty then. So, welcome. This is the last Tough Talk of the year 2023. But we made it. Totally made it. I know I made it. Hopefully you guys did too. So first of all, I'm going to start the show and just kind of discuss what's coming in 2024. So I'm sure you guys are probably waiting on that news, right? Yeah. Let me get a drink first. You know, this calls for serious session here. All right. So I have decided what I'm going to be adding to my channel. I'm going to basically start doing music reviews. Okay, so everything else is staying the same. I'm not getting rid of anything that's on my channel. So everything else is staying the same. But I'm going to start doing some music reviews. I kind of gave you guys some hints on my welcome to Tough Steel Productions. If you guys ever watched that video in particular, I just actually redid it recently. So but yeah, what I'm going to do is eventually I'm going to send out a poll question to you guys. I don't know when exactly I'm going to get started on this. I'm hoping to first quarter, okay? First quarter of the year. But I will send out a poll question. And basically you guys will just kind of respond to that poll question. And what I'm going to do is find a video on YouTube. And I want to try and stick with something original. I want to find bands or solo artists that do like original tracks. Okay. So not necessarily like cover tracks, because I do that on my channel. So I don't want to overload my channel with a bunch of cover tracks. So, but I would like to, also get some input from you guys. Of course, I'm here in the United States. I'm in Ohio. I know some local bands around here. But I also would kind of like for you guys to just give me some input and reach out. So you guys can do that too. If you guys go to my description on my page, on my channel, you guys will see my email address for Tough Steel Productions. Okay. Feel free to send me something. It could be, just a link or whatever to YouTube. Just give me some suggestions, and I will basically start preventing. I'm not preventing nothing. I'm going to present those on a Tough Talk podcast. So They will be really short. I don't want to have them too excessively long. But what I'll do is basically keep the same format that I have that you guys see going on right now, and I'll try to keep it under 10 minutes. Play the play the song, play the video, whatever the case may be, and just go from there. So that's number one. Number two is I have decided not only am I going to do cover tracks, so I have more cover tracks coming next year. I've got to get back into it, obviously. But I've also decided as well that, well, let me just back up. I obviously I didn't come prepared for this show, right? So I came prepared with the comics, so we're good there. Um, I'm going to continue the covers. I'm going to continue everything else. Try and do some more tough talk. I hope too, especially with the music reviews. Um, so yeah, I've also decided that Planet Coaster will also continue. Um, I really lost my train of thought, guys. Don't you hate that? Like it was right there, and I just totally lost it. Man, I don't know. It'll come back to me. But how are you guys doing? How are you guys doing today? You guys ready for the new year? I know I am. To some people it's just another day, but to me it's a whole new year. Hopefully full of promises and more positivity instead of negativity. We have enough of that in the world, so we don't need any more negative things, going on, right? So, but I hope you guys are doing well. And Anna, Dynamic, how are you? And yeah, so I'm just hoping some things happen here and there. But whenever I think of the other thing that I was going to tell you guys for 2024, I will let you know. But I'm just like drawing a blank right now. So we're going to go ahead and get into my comic book collection. So this is my entire collection. I'm starting with the Superman stuff. I did this video when I first started Tough Talk. Hey, you're welcome. When I first started Tough Talk, I did Superman comics and I showed you guys my whole entire collection. Hence why I'm wearing Superman right now. So, I'm going to go through that quickly and just kind of show you guys. We're not going to go in and read anything as far as that goes, but I want to be able to share this with you guys because sharing is just where it's all out. It's all about sharing and caring, and I just want you guys to be able to see my collection. So I've got a lot of different stuff, so just bear with me. I'm going to try and go through the Superman stuff as quickly as I can and just go from there. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to get my second cam on here so you guys can see. All right, I'm doing quite well. Thanks, Dynamic. Appreciate it. I'm a little lost for words right now, so I'm trying to just gather my thoughts and go from there. So, anyways, this goes back to my collection in the 90s. I really stopped collecting in the 90s, so this collection is quite old. I did not read every single one of these comics, but it was back in the time where I was a teenager, late teens, early adulthood. And Superman, of course, was my big thing. And I started collecting a little before Superman actually died. So they killed Superman actually in the comics, right? I was, of course, like, no, you can't kill Superman in the comics. Well, of course, that didn't last long because everybody got upset. And I'm not going to tell you the whole story like I did in my first Tough Talk when I talked about Superman and stuff the whole entire time. You guys just have to pick up a comic and just find out and figure out for yourself, okay? So, the first one that you see here is Superboy. So we're starting with my Superboy collection. This collection came out basically about the time of Superman's death, okay? So this one is year one. Let's see if I can grab it here. So this is year one. I'm trying to just give you guys a little better view of it. So you can see it's issue one right there in the corner. right. We're going to move on to the next. I'm just going to keep on rocking through these. This is Superboy issue 1. Hopefully the camera can focus in there. So this is basically when they redid Superboy. As you can tell, he's got a leather jacket on. He's wearing some leather boots, it looks like. Some leather straps, yellow straps around there. So they totally redid him. He even has an earring in his ear, kind of like a shaved bowl cut, which, if you guys remember bowl cuts, that was a big thing back in the day. Also, Superboy Year 1. This is issue 2. And this is more than likely one of those that I didn't even read. So I haven't even looked up the value of these comics lately, so I couldn't tell you. There's Superboy. This is also issue 2. I can't even remember this character's name that was so tough to defeat. Issue 2 there. I think I'm going to have to like hold these before I send them down, just so you guys kind of get a vantage point of these. So there's Aquaman. This is issue 3. Pretty cool. Aquaman was in there with Superboy. Obviously was not on good terms at that time. Issue 5. Superboy. Like I said, I'm just flying through these guys. I'm just trying to show you. I'm not going to explain anything. You guys want to see them? You're going to see them, but I'm not going to explain them. So this is issue 8. Kind of like a modernized Superboy fighting the Superboy from the 90s. I call this one Shark Boy. Issue 9. I didn't get every single issue, obviously. I would have missed out on them. Issue 11. This is issue 17. Issue 30. This was part 6 of 6 here. The only reason why I'm laying them down is so it kind of gets the glare off from the light. This is issue 63, Infinite Worlds, Infinite Doomsdays. A lot of this I just basically got because of the cover art. I like the way that looks. So I was just fascinated by that. So that's the reason why I picked up the issue. It wasn't necessarily trying to get the lowest issue possible, but sometimes even higher numbers can be rare issues. You just never really know. This is the beginning of tomorrow. Superboy 0. So I'm not exactly sure what this is. All right, so that was that's all of my Superboy collection. Now we're going to get into my Superman collection. This was actually a Silver Edition series, what you're about to see next. And unfortunately, I don't think I had all of them. So I'm trying to think of, yeah, I'm not a 6-part miniseries. So all I got was the last four or the last 3 parts. So there's 4, 5, and 6. This is issue number 5. Same Silver Edition. And issue number 6 of the Silver Edition. All right, so this is basically right when I started. So not only did I have those, but I started collecting the Superman right before he died. So this was issue 71, right before he died. And the next issue is 75, of course, which is the issue that he died. There is the death of Superman, issue 75. This is Funeral for a Friend. It says issue 20, but it's number 5 from 1993. Many of you guys may remember these comics. I don't know if you do or not, so I had to pause for a drink. Sorry. So this is when Superman was coming back to life. He was kind of fighting his demons and stuff while he was away. So here's the big question mark: back from the dead. And the character that you actually see, let's pick this up a little better here. Characters you see right there, that's actually Jonathan Kent, right next to his son. So that's who that is there in the green. That's issue 11. Here's 78. Here's when Cyborg takes care of Doomsday, Reign of the Superman. Here's more Reign of the Superman. Of course, that's Superman in the black suit. He needed that to kind of start gaining his powers, or as he was gaining his powers back. You guys don't know the story, and of course, he's right alongside of Steel there. Here's all 3 of them together. So Superman with Superboy and Steel. And when he finally made his comeback, he had a mullet. This character that you see right there, I'm pointing my thumb at. You guys may not be familiar with him. Maybe you are, but that is Eradicator. This is when they tried to kill Superman again. So this was Spill Blood First Cut. So the beginning of tomorrow. Still got that wonderful mullet. Champion of space. All right, this is when they started the Dead Again series. That's issue number 38. Actually, it says 41 on it, so that's 1994, 41. Hard to believe comics back then. I paid $1.50 for this back in the day. So 1994, comics were $1.50. Death Trap, trying to still kill him off. Dead again. I think the reason why I got so many of these Dead Again series was because of the fact that I was like, man, they better not trying to kill him off again. Another Dead Again series. Here's where the secret was out that Superman was also Clark Kent. That started with issue 44, which is this one. So then, instead of killing Superman off again, they went with killing Clark Kent, which is funny because it's the same person, right? So there is the death of Clark Kent. That's issue 18 in 1995 when they started that. And comic books at that time went up to $2.95. Well, this one was $1.95 here. So this is the end of the road when Superman just wraps it up. Long live Superman. Tell you what, I'm not going to set these down anymore. I'm just going to show them to you guys real quick because I still have tons more to get through. Arc light burning. The wedding of Lex Luthor. That's the one he married Lois Lane, obviously. When Superman goes a little crazy. Kind of watching my drop frames there. Okay. Nothing as far as drop frames go, but this is where Lois leaves. Which I just thought was an important issue. We all know she eventually comes back, right? Um, this is where he had another wife besides Lois. It was not Lois Lane. And this is when he had a change of powers. So you guys may remember this when Superman, if you are big Superman fanatics, such as myself, he had a period where he went to the red and blue Superman. You guys remember that? So here's where he starts turning to the blue Superman. New wife, new powers, new home. Here's a good one with the red and blue Superman together. That one is actually issue 1. I like this one just because of the cover, obviously, because the way it sparkled. Now, obviously, they changed um, comic characters as far as the artists go over time. So this is when they made Superman look fat, in my opinion. So I grabbed a few of those. Then we went to another artist, Jim Lee, Scott Williams, and Brian Azzarello. To me, I think this one probably looks the best. Then we changed artists again. Then we got into the new 52. So if you guys remember that, of course, they totally just started all over with Superman. So I end up just going to a comic book store, not too many moons ago. It's pretty much when the new 52 started, and they just basically started over with Superman. So this was him without his underwear on, and they changed his costume a little bit. You can see a little advertisement for Arrow up there. If you guys ever watched that show, CW, I never did. I was a Smallville kind of guy myself. And then this is the last one of my Superman collection. So that was just all straight Superman, Superboy. But this is the most recent one I got. I don't even see a year on it, but I know I got this, I'd say a couple years ago. All right, so that's all of the Superman collection. Now we're going to get into the rest of my comic collection. Let me make some room on the table here. I got to push the push the Superman out of the way. All right, so I think the next few are going to be Image comics. If you guys remember Image, so I have a lot of these that are probably going to be worth some money one of these days. They obviously don't. I don't think Image is even around anymore, and they don't make a lot of these comics anymore. This one is called. This is issue 5. This one's called New Men, made by Image. This is issue 1 of the Wildcats. I don't know if you guys ever remember the Wildcats. I did read this one as far as I remember, but I can't tell you the story. I have no idea. This is Wildcats, issue 1. This is Spawn and the Wildcats, issue 2. I'm really excited for Spawn. They're going to remake that movie, so I'm pretty excited. I've always been a Spawn enthusiast as well. I think he's just a great character in general, but and I really like the dark comics, so to speak, as well. This is Wildcats Trilogy issue 3. Wildcats issue 5, so I must have missed issue 4, obviously. And next, for all you Marvel fans, yes, I do have some Marvel. I got Venom. That one is issue 4. No year, it just says May. Oh, for some odd reason, this got out of order. So here's another Newman. This is issue 4. I'm going to have to put it back in order. Give me 1 second because I got to keep this with Newman. I don't know how that got out of order. It happens, right? I keep all these in a tote. They can stay closed up and nothing could get to them. Here's a Spider-Man. This was Maximum Clonage. I just thought the cover of this was really cool. That one was well, it doesn't even. It's not even numbered. It just says August 1. So I don't know if that's issue 1 for this particular group. I couldn't tell you. Oh, you guys remember the movie The Mask, right? With Jim Carrey. He played the comic character. So they came out with comics of The Mask, and I have those as well. So that's issue 1, and this is issue 2. So they only made 2 issues. Well, for some reason, this is out of order too. This is Wizard. I don't know if you guys remember the Wizard magazine. But this was Beyond Zero Hour. It was Batman and Superman. But the Wizard magazine lets you know about upcoming comics that were comic books that were coming out. So that should really be with my Superman stuff. I don't know how it jumped out of order. I did not have that one covered, so. All right. Yeah, they're definitely out of order because let me put these with the other stuff. Give me 1 second. Sorry, guys. I don't know how some of these got mixed up like this. I just pulled them out of the box. Or my tote, I should say. Okay. I think I might be back on track. Here's another Spider Man. All you Spider Man lovers out there. And I got some Iceman. This is number 1 in a 4-issue limited series. So this is number 1. This is number 2. I always thought Iceman was a cool character. I used to watch Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, and Iceman was on there, and so was oh, Firestar. That's it. Is issue 3? And here's issue 4. Sorry, I was just checking some settings there real quick. Issue 4. That's all part of that same limited edition series. Here is Venom 2099. And of course, the 2099 Spider Man as well. All right, back into Image. This is issue 12 of Stormwatch. Issue number 9 of Witchblade. If you guys remember her. This is issue 3 of Wetworks, also made by Image. Another Image comic. This one called Supreme. This is number 4 issue. Here's Supreme number 6. Then I have the number 1 issue of Cyberforce. You guys remember that? They also made an animated cartoon series after this team as well. So number 1 issue of them. And then I skip to number 6. All right. And I don't have too much more left. So the next one is Wizard. I'm just going to lay these down. So these are just the Wizard magazines I was telling you guys about. I used to get those just so I could kind of keep tabs on upcoming, comic books coming out. More Wizard. Wizard again. More Wizard. They had Superman on a lot of the Wizard magazines, obviously. So this was obviously one of them where he came back from the dead and had the mullet cut. You could tell just from the design. Then they decided to feature him again when he was the blue Superman. For all you Captain America fans, he was on a Wizard. Spider-Man fans, Wizard. Spawn, Wizard. The next one I did keep protected. I just bought it because I like the cover, which I did for a lot of things. Here's the X-Men. Wizard. The wizard actually kind of sparkles with the X-Men X. There you go. Now you can see it better. All right. Before I get into my last collection, I'll show you guys this card. I'm not going to show you every single card, but I do have some hologram cards that I have protected. You guys can kind of see them right here, but they do stay protected in this case, and I don't take them out or mess with them or anything like that. So I'm just going to kind of give you guys what this hologram card actually looks like. It's Superman, of course, on top. So let me see if I can get this position right. Might be better if I open the case, maybe. Actually, I'll just take the card out. I'll show you the first few cards, okay? So this is actually a silver card. I'll try and hold it gently. It's really hard to tell. It's hard to make it out and see it. Really cool collection of cards, though. Actually, I'll just show you these first couple. This one, with every hologram card that you got, it came with a gold card as well. So here's what the gold looks like. All right, so I'm gonna put those away, and then we're on the last set of comics. To show you guys, then be wrapping up the show. All right, so some of these are from when I was a kid. Um, this was 75 cents, so I guarantee this was from the 80s. This is Transformers when Transformers was really big. So, um, pretty much year one of the Transformers. So, made by Marvel. So, every once in a while, you would see a Marvel character such as Spider Man there. That was Black Suit Spider Man would team up. I did have some G.I. Joe. Real American hero. G.I. Joe was there. You guys remember that? Transformers. Or Transformers. You guys guess that character. That's Bumblebee. Just woke up, man. Hey, cool. I'm like 3/4 of the way through my collection. There's G.I. Joe and Transformers together. Thanks, man. Yeah, it's a lot. It's taken me how long to get through this collection? I'd say about 30 minutes so far. Optimus Prime was an Autobot killer. This is Marvel's Superheroes magazine. Some of these I didn't realize I even had. Back to Transformers. I remember this when I was a kid. I don't know, I might have been 10 when this comic came out. So I've had this comic pretty much ever since. Can't tell you the year without opening it, and I'm not going to do that. It's June 17th is all it says. Oh, one of my favorites, the Dinobots. More than meets the eye. It says, and now the Dinobots. So this was when the Dinobots first got introduced. Optimus Prime Power Master. Of course, they were always trying to get Optimus Prime to switch sides. This one is actually newer. I still don't see a year on the front. It just says October. Sucks they make you open them up just so you can see the year. Then I did get a few Star Wars collectibles. This one is the classic A New Hope. So all told, the whole movie told in a comic. This is the Dark Empire. Dark Empire again with Lando Calrissian. You guys remember Vampirella? I think in my early days, I must have really liked this issue. This next one is just, it's not even a comic, it's a card. So I'm just going to show you this card. Of course, I kept it wrapped up, but Wizard used to have cards that would come with a magazine. So this was just one of those cards. This is Ghost in the Shell for any Japanese anime fans out there. That was also a card. Then we're on to X-Men. I didn't collect a lot of X-Men. I just always liked the characters, of course, Wolverine. Yeah, this one this one actually says exclusive Toys R Us offers inside. Special movie prequel edition. So this is dated July 14th, 2000. This one, Who Stopped Juggernaut? Oh my. I think it was Deadpool, wasn't it? I got another one out of order. So back to Transformers. Are all dead. I had some collectible cards. Show you guys as well. This one is packaged. I don't know why I don't have the other one wrapped. Oh, probably because it won't fit in the sleeve. So, but these are collector cards. They're kind of metallic. It's those new metallics. So it's like when they first came out. Can't really tell, but yeah, they have that reflection to them. Really cool. This is Marvel Cards Universe 1994. Then I have an Independence Day issue number 2. So this is from the film. I obviously didn't get my hands on issue number 1. So one of these days I may have to look for it. You guys remember the movie Independence Day, I'm sure. Oh, then we're back to Image again. Yeah, these are a little out of order. I apologize. I didn't realize that when I pulled them out. So this is issue number 1 of Strike Force by Image. There's my issue number 2. So I have Cyberforce issue number 2. Then I got Cyberforce issue number 4. And that's it. You guys just seen my whole entire comic book collection of when I used to collect in the 90s. So hard to believe it's been that long, but yeah, we're talking 30 some years ago. So it's crazy. Um, you have it on Sega Saturn. Oh man, that's awesome. That is cool. I honestly cannot think of the other update that I had for you guys besides the music reviews were coming in 2024. Now I told you it would dawn on me, so you guys just had to wait till the end of the stream for me to remember. So, about a month and a half ago, I came upon a whole collection of my cassette tapes. Okay, I I've been meaning to go through them for years. The cool part with me having my channel now is I can share this stuff with you guys. I don't care about monetization because obviously I'm going to get copyright for this, but I'm going to start presenting to you guys. I'm going to start doing different playlists. But I found back when I wanted to be a DJ, and this was in my early teenage years, I started messing with my dad's stereo equipment, right? He had like a reel to reel, he had vinyl records, he had a record player, he had 8-track, and he had dual cassette tape decks or whatever. So it was a little bit of everything, but I started like mixing, like doing my own mixing. And this was before technology became real big, right? So I started like making my own remixes, and I came across like Vanilla Ice, like Ice Ice Baby and stuff like that. So I'm happy to share that stuff with you guys. And I'm going to create a separate playlist, start putting it on my channel. So that's what else is going to be new for my channel. I'm going to just share with you guys albums and maybe some one-hit wonders that you never heard of before, or maybe just totally forgot about. So I'm happy to share that stuff with you guys because even my dad had some one-hit wonders on vinyl records that I didn't realize I recorded over to tape. So that's really cool that I found this. I told you guys, like, in one of my community tab posts, I said I literally landed on a gold mine. Like, this to me was a gold mine because I love music so much, and I'm hoping that you guys do too. So, um, yeah, more than likely I'm going to get copyright for this material, but I really don't care because the mixes that I did back in the day were just so awesome. I even came across early times of me drumming, and this would have been the times when I had a real drum kit and I actually drummed left-handed. So I recorded myself. The audio is not that great. I tried to take out some of the noise and stuff from that. So I'm going to also upload those as well. There's also, I came across early times of me playing guitar, early times of me composing my own music on a keyboard. So I'm going to also upload those as well and just say what dates, because I remember exactly when I started doing all that stuff. So it's just really cool that I found all this collection, and I'm going to be sharing it with you guys. Hopefully, when I do share it, there's not going to be too many people that have looked for it or found it on YouTube already. So I'm hoping that, especially these one-hit wonders, like I'm hoping they're not even already on YouTube, and you guys will be able to actually just come directly to my channel, find the playlist, and just be able to play through all of it. So you guys just watch for that in 2024. Also, again, watch for music reviews. I will send out poll questions to you guys for bands for me to kind of do a review on my take, since I've been a musician since I was 6 years old. So I'm not going to, you know, I'm not going to call the shots on stuff, but I'm also going to give a personal and how I feel about, the style of music that they're doing. So I look at music that has to sound good, number one. And number two, I'm a big lyrics guy. So if you have the right lyrics with the actual music, then I'm going to be really in tune to that particular song. So that's what's coming new in 2024 to my channel. I don't know so much about streaming on the PS5. We'll see. It depends on what games. I know that Planet Coaster is still going to continue. The Tough Farm will still continue for as long as I have the PlayStation Plus. I'm not so sure I'm going to get that in the summer when it expires, because they did raise the price. So shame on you, Sony, because that is ridiculous. Like, inflation is going up. Everybody is paying out the wazoo for everything. And you guys don't need to be raising your rates, period. So it makes people want to not be able to get on your multiplayer platform and be able to play. So I will do stuff with the Tough Platoon until at least July. I believe it expires July 4th. But after that, I'm not sure I'm going to renew it, in all honesty. So I'll still be able to stream to you guys. We can find different games and stuff to play. So, it's not a big deal, but I'm just not sure I'm going to renew my PlayStation Plus until Sony makes the effort to say, hey, you guys have been dedicated people for all these years, I'm going to give you a sweet deal. If they give me a sweet deal and say, hey, we're going to $20 off, then yeah, I'll pay the $60 for it. That's what I paid every single year anyways, but I'm not paying no $80. Sorry, Sony, just not going to do it. Vita streams will continue. So starting next Wednesday, so the start of the new year, next Wednesday, I will be streaming all the way through the career mode of Asphalt Injection, which is what you guys voted for. That's what you wanted to see. I appreciate your votes on that. You guys pay attention to the community tab, because there's going to be even a lot more poll questions that I'm hoping you guys can help me in making a decision as to what would be next. So there will be no, with that being said, there will be no, I almost said Tough Farm, but there'll be no farming simulators on the Vita until I get through Asphalt Injection. So I'm going to play it all the way through, create a separate playlist tab on my channel, so that way you guys can see all the videos for Asphalt Injection. So once that is done, I will resume back to the way it should be with my Vita. We'll go through the alphabet A through Z. We'll do another poll question. I'll throw on 3 more games for you guys to pick another title. So I think what I'm going to do when I present to you guys these poll questions on what you want to see streamed all the way through on the Vita, I'm probably going to do that like once a quarter. Okay. So we'll try and do at least 4 games a year, maybe even more. It just depends, okay? Depends on how many games I save onto the Vita. So you guys definitely made that call. I thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And thank you for being a part of the Tough Talk this year. 2023 has been great. If you guys didn't see in the description of this video, I literally gained 101 subscribers just this year alone. It was at 99 when I posted that on the community tab, but I've gained 2 more. So, and we're still 2 days away. There could be even more people coming. But yeah, I appreciate you being a part of this tough family. I care about you people out there. I care about what we do here on this channel. I care about us as a community. So I'm just a loving, caring individual. You can ask my girlfriend that. She'll tell you. But yeah, it's just, yeah. Stop, collaborate, and listen. Listen to Tough Steel Productions. That's good, man. I love that. That's awesome. But other than that, I think that's about it. I've covered everything. I apologize for my brain fart at the beginning of the stream. I don't know what was going on. I don't know if it's because I have a slight headache right now. I'm not really sure. But I'm just glad I was able to show you guys my collection. I was going to show you guys some other stuff, like magazines I had, like the terrorist attack of 9/11. I have a Time magazine of that. And I also have Osama bin Laden on, I think it was National Enquirer. Like National Enquirer even put his face on there and with a big X across it. But I decided I'm not going to show you guys that. So, and it's, for some people, it's not even a good memory. Obviously, it's something that, you know, we'll never forget, but it's something that you want to keep in the back of your head. So, anyways, you guys stay tuned later. I am hoping that Relics is going to want to do some Tough Farm on Farming Simulator 22. If not, I will be on then later on, and we'll at least give you guys one more last stream before the end of the year. So thank you for everything. Thank you for the Tough Talks. Thank you for being here. This is the last Tough Talk of the year. I'll see you guys next year on more Tough Talk as I go through and do some of these music reviews. And like I said, they're going to be 10 minutes or less. Just going to listen to the song and kind of stop it in between and give my physical take on the story, on the song. I can't even talk right, guys. So anyways, stay tuned. I will have something up on the PlayStation 5 around 4 o'clock. So hope to see you guys then. All right. Until next time, you guys take care and stay tough.